amanecer, la miel en tus labios, pura vida, puro roce, sudor que arde, penetra en mi sangre, respiro un momento, tu voz y tu aliento, olor, perfume y sangre.
What's up, guys? And today, actually, in another my watch isn't working. Alright, 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. It's 9:54. If you've been with me, you know that I've been on a sober challenge since November 1st. No alcohol consumption of any sort, not even rum cake, and no smoking of any sort. No hookah, no cigars, no cigarettes, no e-cigs, no vape pens, no devil's lettuce. You know the drill. But as you see, we're ticking down the time. We are about T-minus 2 hours from completing the 61-day challenge, and I just wanted to make a little recap video. First off, Carlos, Adriana, my mom, thank you guys so much for joining me. Bismarck and Mikey, Chris, y'all jumped on and fell off, and you know what? It's cool. However many days y'all lasted is more than what you were gonna do originally, which was 0. So I applaud you and thank you for joining me. But to my fellow companions that made it all the way through, salud. We're going to be killing this bottle in a few hours. And I just wanted to talk about this 61-day challenge. So it originated with Joe Rogan's Experience, where I was listening to his podcast. He was with Tom Segura, Ari Shafir, and Brett, I forget his last name. But point is, sober October, no alcohol, and no smoking consumption at all, with 15 days of yoga, or 15 classes of yoga in it. I was listening to the Joe Rogan Experience. I think it was day 29. He had 2 days left. And he was talking about how, you know, it was only difficult for him when he would go out, you know, because he couldn't have a glass of wine or you go out to drink. But other than that, it wasn't really a crazy thing, because there was no addiction towards anything. So then I thought about it and I said, hey, why don't we do it for 2 months? I texted my buddies, a few of them were down, and we went for 2 months from November 1st, which included not only Thanksgiving, not only Friendsgiving, Christmas, Noche Buena, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Not only did it include all that, but it included my birthday. And everyone looked at me like I was crazy. And then I also worked for a professional team, which will remain nameless right now, but if you're around sports, after the game is done, you know, you're out of work uniform, you become a fan, and the booze is there. So it was a little tough because of that. My birthday was actually taking place in Super Wheels. If you're not from Miami, it's a skate rink in Kendall. I celebrated my 9th, my 11th, and now my 24th birthday there. And it was awesome. We had a lot of sober fun. Day 30 rolled around and I was like, all right, we're halfway here. And then December just flew by. No Thanksgiving drinking, no Friendsgiving drinking, no Christmas, no nothing, right? And it was quite an experience, to be honest. It just kind of put things into perspective for me. Yes, my body feels great. Oh, and on top of that, on top of the no drinking, we didn't do 15 yoga classes. What we did was 3 times a week you had to go to the gym. So for all those weeks you were going 3 times a week. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go this week, which is my last week, because I came down with the flu Christmas Eve. So, things are put into perspective. How easily alcohol is advertised. It is thrown to your face everywhere. You look at the TV, there's alcohol. You look at people's cars, there's alcohol. You look at people's keychains, alcohol. Just how easy and accessible alcohol is to people. And how we drink in front of our kids. But when it came to smoking, you don't see people just smoking joints in front of their kids or smoking out like that, because it's just not accepted, which is a little hypocritical to see how damaging alcohol is to people who don't even consume it. On top of the people who get affected who don't consume it, the people who consume it, how physically it tears your body up, but also internally. I'm so happy there hasn't been one hangover, and I'm trying to keep that streak alive tonight. I'm not trying to go out with a fucking, oh, hey, let's take this whole bottle in a gulp. No, I'm trying to be civil. I work tomorrow. It'll definitely feel better. Like I said, no hangovers is always great, but I would play basketball, I'd work out, I noticed I could last longer playing these sports, and I had more endurance, and that wear and tear wasn't on my body. I'll save tons of money, man. Jesus Christ. Just on one date that I went on with my girlfriend, we're both doing the challenge. So, you know, we have an appetizer, we have an entree, and we have coffee afterwards. And 50 bucks. in a pretty nice area of Miami, you know, where it's a little pricey, but it was $50. But you look at the glass, I mean the wine selection, $17 a glass, $16 a glass. You're looking at a $50 check becoming an $82 check with the tip, you know, that's $100 there. Whereas a $50 check with the 20% tip, you're spending $60, you're walking away satisfied, you're walking away with your bank happy, and you're walking away sober. Definitely saved a lot of money. And then, you know, not going out as often because you're not going to go to these places if you're not going to drink. You're not going to go to a bar if you're not going to drink. 99% of the time. There is times you do go. Great time to people watch. Man, I was going out to clubs and I was people watching because you drunk bastards around me are hilarious. And I'm a server in a restaurant, so I just people watch for fun. God, that was a lot of spit. Doing it while I was sober and everybody was drunk around me was hilarious. But there was those times that I was like, okay, I am way too sober for this right now. Okay, I need to change my environment. So it was a great way to prove myself, mainly to myself, to prove to myself I can dedicate my mind to something and do it. I don't know what the next challenge is. Somebody said no colada for a whole 60 days, which I think is doable if it wasn't for the fact that 90% of my attention goes to my podcast Colada Time, which is primarily Cuban coffee. And it's kind of hard to have a Cuban coffee podcast without no Cuban coffee consumption. Having the support of my friends around me as well. It was just a good time, man. It was a great way to end the year. Very excited to see what new 60-day challenges I can take on in the future. If you guys want to join, I'm absolutely going to be putting out information about it. Yeah, guys, 2017 was fucking amazing. Hands down, best year I've had so far. I don't care. I didn't even think about that, but absolutely. And 2018 is going to top that. And we're going to start it off with this right here. Guys, stay blessed, stay awesome, stay safe out there. You guys have an amazing New Year's. Well, when you guys watch this, it's already going to be a New Year's. But you have an amazing 2018. Because I know I am. Damn it. Love you. And even though it's not really colada time, it's still your favorite time of the day. Whole lot of colada time.